Hello everybody, RyFX here, providing you with another review. Today it's the Hot Toys Terminator 2 Judgment Day T-800 Battle Damage version. And just to let you know, this is a Sideshow exclusive version, which comes with the extra T-1000 head. Now let's get started. On the front of the box, to the upper left side, we see this is the Sideshow edition, and in the middle we see T2 with bullet holes going through it, and below that we see Terminator 2 Judgment Day and T-800 Battle Damage version, and below that we see DX13 1/6 scale edition collectible, and to the right of that we see Sideshow Collectibles and Studio Canal, and on the opposite side we see Hot Toys and DX. Now we'll turn it around. Here we see kind of basically the same thing over again. T-800 Battle Damage version, 1/6 scale collectible, DX13 in like a chrome finish. Now we'll turn it around. Here on the back we see DX, and below that we see all the licensing info and all the warnings and stuff. Now I'll turn it around once more. Here on the side we see the opening flap to the box, and those two buttons have magnets on them, and this whole box is supposed to represent the T-800's jacket, and that gray area is supposed to be his shirt. Now I'll open it up so you can see the introduction. Now here's a close-up look of the right side of the introduction. Hot Toys gives us a piece of the Terminator's jacket, battle damaged, made out of the same material that's on the figure. Now here's a closer look at the left side of the box. It's actually pretty hard to read even in person, but it says, "I know now why you cry, but it's something I can never do." Now here's all the accessories that come with the figure, with the extra head sculpt to the T-800 and T-1000, and his battle damaged arm and his other battle damaged jacket is on the figure right now. Now here are all the hands. Up on the top right we have a pair of fisted hands. On the very bottom we have a thumbs up hand, like in the end you see of the T-800, and the rest are gun holding hands. And I really like how they look, all battle damaged. You can just see torn pieces in the glove and all the way through the flesh and to the metal of the T-800 itself. It's quite detailed. Now here's the grenade launcher. Above it is all the grenades, and you could actually open up the grenade launcher and put a grenade inside, or you could put all the grenades on the grenade holder around the DX13. Now here's the machine gun. This is probably the most detailed version that they've ever made of this gun. Now here's the pistol. It's pretty much the same pistol we've gotten in every version of the T-800. You could cock it back and remove the magazine. Now here's two extra wrist pegs besides the ones that came on the figure itself, which makes 4. I really wish Hot Toys would provide a wrist peg for each hand like Medicom does, because they break really easy and I don't want to be doing the hairdryer trick all the time. So I appreciate if they provided more of these. Now here's the non-battle damaged arm. Mind you, when you're changing out with the battle damaged arm, just be really careful. Make sure you're pulling it out straight I've seen some horror stories of breakage. Now here's the joystick, so you can control the eye on the battle damage head with his T-800 red eye. Now here's his second jacket. It's slightly battle damage, and the other one is a lot more battle damage. It's pretty much missing almost his entire left sleeve. And I have to say that the jacket is probably my most favorite part of the Hot Toys Terminator series. It's so heavily detailed. It's almost like looking at a mini version of a real jacket. Now here's the T-1000 head sculpt. It has like a chrome finish to it in his liquid form. And this is not the Sideshow exclusive head. This is the one that comes with every figure. Now here's a slightly battle damaged T-800 head. I mean, this thing just looks amazing. It has that bloody look to it, and you could see pieces of metal of the T-800 head under the flesh. And this also has a pierce system on with the joystick on the back, which you're able to move both eyes. Now here's a T-1000 statue. It has that same chrome finish like the head I showed you earlier, and this has a Sideshow exclusive head on it right now, and this is supposed to partake in a scene where the Terminator punches him and the T-1000 goes into his liquid form, grabbing his punch. Now here's the DX-13. It has that really battle damaged head with the red eye. I have the light on, and he's holding that bar that went through his chest that the T-1000 stabbed him with, and he has a battle damaged arm on his left, and his leg is battle damaged and crushed, just barely hanging on. We have a close-up look at his chest. His t-shirt's all torn, and he has a big gaping hole going through his chest, and it just looks so crazy detailed. And now a close-up look at his battle damaged arm. Really just love how this looked. Now a close-up look at that battle damaged leg. Now here's the inside of the head. At the kind of middle right, you see the switch for the eye, and on the bottom, kind of sunk in a little bit, that's where that joystick goes in, so you can move the eye on the left side. And here's the back of the head. Now I'll do some neck articulation, and his head's already all the way to the left as much as it could go, and we'll make him go down to up as much as he can. Now I'll do some shoulder articulation. Now I'll do some leg and knee articulation. He doesn't go very far. At a certain point, feels he's either gonna break or his pants are gonna rip. It wouldn't go much further than that. And now for some ankle articulation. He has a decent amount of. And now for the end of my review. This guy is pretty expensive. He runs around $315 US, but I can't help but feel the price is justified by how much we get with this figure and how much detail is provided with it. This comes with much more than the previous releases for almost the same price. I think this is a great figure and probably a must-have for any Hot Toys or Terminator fan. So that's it for my review. This is RyFX signing off. Thanks for watching.